Hello Year 5, welcome to today's computing lesson brought to you by the James Bond theme music there. If you didn't know what that one was, I thought we needed another spy film music to bring us into today's lesson. Now, yesterday we were looking at ways that we could communicate quickly over long spaces of distance. So we had the semaphore flags that we were looking at, and do you remember who they were created by? Have a think. Yes, it was created by a French chap called Chap, very helpfully. And then we also had a look at Morse code, and I've had some fantastic Morse code messages come through via email, so thank you for sending me those. But my question for you today is, what do we need to do if we are communicating secret information? How do we unleash our inner James Bond and make sure that our information is not found out by our enemies? Well, the starter today is to have a look at our star words from today's session, which are cipher, code, encrypt, and decrypt. I want you to have a think. Pause me now, have a chat if you're doing this lesson with somebody else, or have a think and talk to the wall if you're doing it on your own. What do you think these words mean? Now, you might have come across some of them before. You might know what code means, for example, but did you know there are actually multiple meanings for code? Which one do you think is the meaning most likely to be used today? Then have a look at these two words. We've got encrypt and decrypt. Do you think they might be linked? Intriguing. So, pause me here, and then in 3 seconds, real time, I'm going to show you what my definitions for these words are. Okay? 3, 2, 1. All right, cipher. Now, this is one of those words that maybe you've not come across before. Let's have a look at it here. A cipher is a secret or disguised way of writing, a very helpful way to write when you've got lots of top secrets that you need to protect. Let's have a look at code. It's a system of words / letters / symbols used to represent information. Now, you might have also thought about code in the computing sense of coding, programming. Now, that's not the kind of coding we're doing today, but we will be having a look at that at some point this year, hopefully. So we will be going through that because I know I've got some budding coders in this class, in this year group, I should say. Okay, what about encrypt and decrypt? What did you have for these? Okay, so to encrypt something is to hide the information in a message by changing it into a code or a cipher. So what do you think then? If it's to encrypt something is to hide the information, what do you think decrypt might be? Yeah, you're right, it's the opposite. Decrypting is finding the information in a message by cracking the code or cipher. So those are our star words today. Remember them, they're going to be very, very helpful. Let's have a look at the first thing, which is a Caesar cipher. Now, what is a Caesar cipher? Caesar cipher? A Caesar cipher. I've written you a message here, and you've got no idea what it says, because it's in a cipher. Now, Caesar, the notorious Julius Caesar, used to have to send lots of secret messages, and what he decided to do was translate his messages into a cipher by shifting the letters 3 places on the alphabet. So that's exactly what I've done as well. So I'm going to show you how I would decrypt this message. Let me get my typer up here. I'm going to try and keep it in line with the words as much as possible. So Caesar shifts his letters. I've done exactly the same. So to decrypt this message, I need to take the letter K, find it on my very helpful alphabet grid, and I'm going to shift it back 3 letters. So I'm going to go J, I, H. So my first letter is H. Then, helpfully, my next coded letter is also H. So I'm going to shift this one back 3 spaces. Here we go. Now the next one, I've got a double letter, so I know, actually looking at this word, I've got a feeling I might know what it is. I think it might be hello, but let's double check it. You go O, back 3 letters, that's L, 1, 2, oh, put my capital on, there you go. And then my last letter, which I'm predicting is going to be O, Here you go. R, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now, if you want to challenge, pause me here and have a go at decrypting the message. I'm going to carry on. So when you're ready to follow us, then unpause and see if you got it right. Okay, now the next word, I'm going to go B backwards. I can't go back any further than A, so I'm going to swing around to the end of the alphabet. A, Z, Y. Hello, Y. H, I've got H already, so that's an E. I'm going to add that in there. D, I'm going to go back 3 from D, that gives me an A. I think you might have found this word. I'm going to go from U back with 3 letters, and that's going to be an R. Intriguing. Hello year. Oh, what year group could I possibly be talking about? Hello year 5. There we go. Now I got a letter all by itself, so I'm thinking it's either going to be an I or an A. Looking at that, L is closer to I. Oh, I've done it again. I, there we go. Now K was my first letter, so I know that's a H. I've had D before, so I know. Oh, my D was an A. I, ha. Let's have a look. Y. 1, 2, 3. I have, probably. Let's see. My last letter is a H, which I know is an E because I've had that before. And here I've got another single letter, so I'm going to have a double check, but I'm pretty certain. Yeah, that's my D. That's an A. Now this word looks quite freaky because it's really long, but let's break it down and take it a letter at a time. I'm going to start with F. 1, 2, 3. And then K. 1, 2, 3. And then, oh, my D. It's a common letter. That's an A, isn't it? Now I've got my double O again, which I had at the start. Anyone guess the word yet? I have a challenge. Very good. I have a challenge, and then the next word, I-R-U. Let's see. F, O, R. I have a challenge for, can you guess? B, 1, 2, 3. R, 1, 2, 3. And X, 1, 2, 3. I have a challenge for you. So my cipher been decrypted and it's hello year 5, I have a challenge for you. Now that is a bit of a tricky time. It's taken me a little bit of time to decrypt it, but I'm going to go over to the next and show you just how you can make your ciphers even more safe. Okay, an added layer of security for Caesar ciphers is to change the spacing between the words. Now I've got the exact same message from before, hello year 5, I have a challenge for you. But it's easier for me to decrypt it like this than it is like this, because now I'm looking at this and I don't have my single letter D for A and L for I, and I don't know the spacing of the words. I don't know how long each word is, so it's much trickier for me to guess as I go and speed up that decrypting process because I don't have the patterns of the words. So if you are creating ciphers, a great way of adding security to stop someone cracking your code if you don't want them to is to change the spacing of the words. Okay, let's have a look at the next slide. Okay, now it's your turn. I've written some jokes here. What I want you to do is encrypt the jokes and then decrypt the punchline using the Caesar cipher. Pause me here and then I will go over the answers just to double check that we've got the same ones. If you think you know what you call a dinosaur that is sleeping, then make sure you decrypt the punchline just to double check that it is correct. Pause me here. 3, 2, 1. Okay, what do you call a dinosaur that is sleeping? Now I've decrypted that down here. Does it match with yours? Oh, it looks very different. I don't even know how I would pronounce that if I was going to say it out loud. Okay, why did the teddy bear say no to dessert? And I've encrypted that one down there as well. But what about the punchlines? Okay, what do you call a dinosaur that is sleeping? A dinosaur. If you got dinosaur, well done. And why did the teddy bear say no to dessert? Because she was stuffed. make sure you've got those correct. If you got a couple of letters out of place, then hopefully you spotted as you were decrypting them that you could make the links and work out what the missing words were. I didn't space these ones differently, but remember, when you're creating your own ciphers, you're going to add those spaces in. Now I want to show you a really useful tool for using ciphers. This is a website and the link is on our Year 5 our Year 5 home learning page. Follow that link and you will get to this website. I'm going to show it to you on my screen, so hopefully it will work. Oh, there we go. Clear my boxes. You can see where I was decrypting or encrypting our joke from before. Okay, so this is the website. You're going to scroll down till you get to this bit where you've got the alphabet here and the cipher text. And I can type in something, so I could type in hello again. Oh, I've still got my capitals on. And then I could click Encipher and it would find me the cipher text, the encrypted version using the Caesar cipher. Oh, I can't speak today, Year 5. What the great thing about this website is that you can do something called offsetting. So if I clear my box and you go, right, I don't want my cipher to be the same as Caesar's. I want to make Miss Rutherford's cipher. So I'm going to change it so that it shifts 7. And you can see that my cipher text has changed. So now, when I type in hello, I've got a different version. It's still the same word. And if I was sending it to Mrs. Elmore, for example, I might send her a message and then say 7, so that she knows that my cipher is actually 7 letters out of space. So this is what you can use to write your own ciphers. But remember, you can change the spacing. I would love you to send me or Mrs. Elmore or each other some of your own ciphers. The thing you need to remember most though is that if you're sending it to someone and you want them to understand the cipher and be able to decrypt it, you've also got to send them the actual cipher. So how far do they need to shift their letters to work it out? Have fun with your ciphers. Maybe send each other some messages. Definitely email one across to me because I would love to have a go at deciphering and decrypting your ciphers. I hope you have fun with this, guys, and I look forward to seeing you on Thursday where we have a look at some security features.